Hello everyone and welcome to another live stream. So guys, this is going to be the final live stream from the glorious lands of Poland. For those of you guys that are just rejoining, we actually just had the stream crash on us after like a game or two, so it's a bit of a restart, but should be fun. We're going to try to not let you guys down, and big thanks to all of you guys who donated in the last couple games in the first stream. That's super generous. So thank you guys so much, and I'll make sure to do my best to get to all of your requests and everything and have a good old time. We just, it's kind of like rainy and wet out here, and we're on the road traveling right now, so we're not like at our homestead, so we're using kind of a shady internet. No, the internet, actually, after the stream's over, we'll add that to the titling that.
Alex Walker says, Turin, my love. Dude, I'm sitting right here. Come on.
Yeah, the internet cut out before, but we're back in action, and we went out and we literally have this like internet LTE box, and I hate wireless internet myself, but it's all you can really do when you're on the road. So we were literally like hanging it on chairs and like railings to try and get like the optimal speed. Yeah. Yeah, what else can do work in melee? Yeah, Dryads are pretty good. Dryads actually have a really nice niche matchup versus the Skaven, because Skaven often, like you saw, like even against armored factions, you can spam Plague Monks and just use Wither. But yeah, I don't know. Stream, is the quality on here good? Looks like it, right?
Yeah. No, I don't think another notification got sent out.
No drop stream. That's okay. No, we told everyone we'd be back in 20 minutes. So no drop stream frames yet, so everything's looking pretty good on our end. Now we're just getting the found match bug, the bane of all streamers. So let's go ahead and refresh here. Usually that's a good way to get rid of it. If you guys are experiencing that, you just click multiplayer battles and you come back in and it'll usually find you a game. So how's it going, Rasmus? Welcome, man. Yeah, we're streaming it. Well, it's interesting, Robert, because it's not a matter of it's more a matter of consistency, not the overall quality of it. So like right now, our download speed is or our upload speed is like 17 or 18 Mbps. So it's pretty good. Like that's enough to stream in 1080 easy. You could stream in 1080 with like 10. It's just more of a matter of it like being perfectly steady and then just like dropping out and just disappearing in the shadows. So yeah, but good. Yeah, glad it's looking well. We're still trying to find some matches here. Hopefully we can. Yes. Yeah, I mean, honestly, the internet in Poland's not bad. It's just like we stayed at a hotel and we were able to like hardwire our internet in to like just the mainframe system, just a hardwire Ethernet internet, and it was really fast. It was like my upload was actually much faster than what we had in America. But it's just a matter of like
A request for Dowie.
Yeah, I gotta play Dwarfs. It's been a long time. We have some Kielbasa here too. So. And for those of you guys that are watching the stream back right now, I'm going to make sure to put timestamps and things like that. So, do we want to play dwarves first? Yeah, we can do some dwarves. Let's do it to it.
Won't it be enough if they see you eat dumplings?
No, it's got to be the kielbasa. We have it right there on the counter. So, I know there was a couple requests for the white dwarf before the stream crashed before. So why not open up this glorious stream with the white dwarf for you, and hopefully we won't disappoint. So let's see who we're playing. And Grombrindal's good. He's just very expensive. So you really need to like get a good flash bomb to like really make that big difference. And how much does Grombrindal have no fear cost? Oh, that's expensive. I think we just cut that. Like honestly, I don't think it's that great of an ability. I mean, it looks cool on paper, but yeah, it's all right. So we're fighting the Wood Elves. So let's get a runesmith. We don't need the armor piercing damage. We don't really. Yeah, those two are probably fine. We can get a Thane just to help deal with Wild Riders and things like that. Tormentor Sword, of course. And for the main line, Longbeards are honestly a really solid choice. They're very resilient. And we are in Troll Country, which is an open field map, so we probably can get away with like using a... You guys want a flame cannon? Yes, flame cannon it is. It's going to be great. It does have pretty short range. That's my only like kind of disappointment with that. But let's get a couple of those guys. And...
what's so surprising? I mean, I exist. I'm not Turin's digital... picture girlfriend.
It's like that. I don't know if you guys have that commercial, like where Santa Claus like sees the Keebler elf and he's like, "They do exist," and then Santa Claus faints. That's what I think every time I hear that. Oh man, I gotta pick my army. So we're gonna go with Longbeards, Dwarf Warriors in the front. They have shields, pretty durable. They can bang with Eternal Guards, and hopefully do a pretty good job. On top of that, a couple Dragonback Slayers just to help out with Wild Riders is probably gonna be prudent. Let's get a couple blasting charges just to have some fun. And for missiles, honestly, Coilers can do pretty well for you. And do we want to get a single group of Raiders? We could actually go with Rangers, like Dawi Special Forces. Oh man, there's so much like fun stuff we can do here. That's kind of the problem. Let's get one group of the Bugman's Rangers. They're pretty strong in melee themselves. Oh man, I have so much backline to defend here.
Turin, considering you're streaming as a couple now, I suggest changing the title to Sweet Potato Webcam and Stream.
I like that. That's pretty good.
Sweet potato.
Do you want
now I'm even more hungry.
So I want to try like double artillery. I feel like double artillery is too much, but we're going to go with Bugman's Rangers and have some fun. See if we can get some pretty good value out of it. Aside from that, this looks pretty good. We can get more miners. Blasting charges do pretty well with Eternal Guards. Oh, I forgot to spend my last 100. It's only 161 gold. I was like looking, trying to see what the plan was, but a flame cannon? Yeah, absolute madman. We're having fun, guys.
Can you let Lady Turin make a build for you? This guy and...
Oh, he's Chaos?
This guy?
I thought he was playing Wood Elves. Oh, he's playing Chaos. Oh, no. Oh, this is so bad. Yeah, so I'm going to get completely wrecked here, guys. This is going to be horrible.
Oh, hey Armando! I'm sorry to ruin your power nap. I just summoned the man.
Yeah, so I did watch the Khabib Barboza fight. That was pretty brutal for sure. It was a good fight. But yeah, I actually thought I was playing Wood Elves. So yeah, I'll let him know that. So I'm just going to get flattened right now, unless he goes with like a very Marauder heavy build. Oh man, this is going to be so bad. This sucks. This sucks pretty bad. So the Rangers, we don't want to put them in open field because they could get like caught by Forsaken or other like, you know, mobile Chaos units. So now we're talking as if it's a Chaos matchup, but oh man, this is going to suck so bad. I goofed so hard. Well, at least it'll be entertaining for you guys, and you know, at the end of the day, that's what matters, right? So, and we have Gromby. You know, he's no pushover. Let's get the Runesmith over here as well. We'll get the this guy back here. We'll get some Slayers back here as well, and some Blasting Charges over here. So,
you guys haven't changed clothes since New Year's. Well, Armando, not like we were using many clothes.
Oh man, it's getting real.
Why did Turin take this army versus Chaos?
I thought it was Wood Elves.
Well, Frank, he was staring at me instead of at the screen, and the guy changed to Chaos in the last possible
Yeah, I was reading chat, and then he switched to Chaos, and I didn't notice.
Reading
God,
chat.
I hate that. I hate that.
Chat.
That's one of my biggest pet peeves in this entire game is that people can like change. You should pick an army, and you should be stuck with it. It's like, ugh, it's so...
Like certain people do.
It's so awful. It's so awful. Yeah, but we're going to try. We're going to still try, so... okay, so let's just kind of reposition like so, move these guys over here. He does have some Marauder with throwing axes. Actually, oh, are these Chaos Warriors? Hey, Job, thank you, man.
It happened. Dav already paid.
You know what? Our army might not be terrible here. It's actually, yeah, we're going to get pounded. Oh, God. All right, let's get the Flame Cannon online. Shoot her! And then the Slayers we want to put in Group 3. Let's just put Slayers on personal guard duty for that thing. He does have some Hounds, I think, pressuring the back. Yeah, he's got some Marauder Horsemen in the back. But honestly, Marauder Horsemen are one of the few things we have, like, we're going to be pretty good against. So our Bugman's Rangers are going to be shooting these guys. Hopefully we'll get some... This is one of the ways we could win, is if we get some pretty good damage here. But not having any AP against, like, Chaos Warriors in the front line is going to suck really bad. So let's switch these guys into the back here to kind of shoot. Let's throw some Blasting Charges for shenanigans. And the Flame Cannon's going to do it to it. Let's pull these guys back here as well, kind of form a bit of a new screen. And, yeah, it's not going terribly. Oh, yes, Blasting Charges on Marauder Horsemen. How often do you see Sirtha Ek getting Blasting Charged? Oh, yeah. Dang, they got messed up. Damn, homie, you got dunked. All right, so it's gone pretty well. We're just going to kind of keep screening this guy out. Flame Cannon, we can just start shooting into the Chaos Warriors. We need whatever little AP we can find, and I think he's actually going to charge into those guys, which is a bold strategy, Cotton. So let's pull the Rangers back here. And I need to scoot this over. My arm's getting blocked figures. Oh, man, sorry.
Getting blocked. What am I, a chair?
Oh, yay. And then, yeah, so we can go ahead and advance a little bit on our Chaos friend here. Gromby's ready to party at least, and we are able to shatter those guys. So that's actually a pretty good little catch, like right out of the gates here. And our missile troops, I guess we just start, you know, shooting at the Shaggots. That's probably going to be our best bet, to be honest. So we need to get the Thane up here ready to kind of intercept here, and Grombrindle can go ahead and intercept this other group. Great, so the Slayers in the back are ready to go for the most part, and yeah, hopefully we can get some decent work. Let's keep them here, and Grombrindle can go and intercept the other Shaggoth. And the Dragonback Slayers, I feel like I need them to deal with the Shaggoth. So let's pull the Miners to kind of defend against those guys. And we're gonna get our charges hopefully off here at the last second, and good. All right, so let's go ahead and get ready to intercept this guy with the Tormentor Sword. We're gonna drop that down in 3 and 2 and a 1, and we got him, great. So he's dropped with the Tormentor Sword. We need to make sure to take the skirmish mode off and pull these guys around, and I don't know if we're gonna get there quick enough. Let's go ahead and intercept these. So Gromby's having a good old time in the front line. Hopefully we can kind of drag some of these guys down. Slayers, we need hunting here, and these guys take skirmish mode.
Oh my god, the pawn is so adorable. Just
yeah, they're having a lot of fun at our expense. So let's go ahead and blasting charge some of those guys. We've gotten some pretty good damage here with our Thane and our Bugman's Rangers kind of just focusing down this Chaos Beast. And we do have Runes of Wrath and Rune, but you can see our front line is really buckling pretty hard. But Gromby's, if he can whack the Warp Chicken, we should be in pretty good shape actually. And we have Dragonback Slayers on him, so this might be our saving grace here. So let's keep shooting. Looks like, yeah, this one's almost down, this one Shaggoth, which is going to be a pretty good pick for us. Let's actually just send these guys in the front line to kind of bolster the ranks a little bit. And Warp Chicken is kind of getting a little bit hog wild, but having the Slayers collapse on these units in the back is going to be very strong. And you don't want to shoot Sartorial guys, always a bit of a PSA, so we're going to smoke bomb them right now. He does use some filthy hounds on us right there, so let's keep these guys fighting. And I'm really surprised at how well our front line is actually holding. So Gromby in the back is going to kind of keep fighting against the Shaggoth. And let's get the Dragonback Slayers, and we can just honestly ignore the big Warp Chicken. And our Flame Cannon crew, I'm not sure where they ended up, but let's go ahead and grab them. And is there any Flame Cannons left? I think there is. I think it's like kind of buried right here. So let's get them here. These guys can kind of keep working on them. We'll keep those missiles kind of crossfiring there, and it's actually going pretty well for us. Even though we have a Wood Elf build, Bugman's Rangers, you know, Gobble King was one of the first folks to really show me how effective they were. And yeah,
that was him. That was Frank.
Frank is the Gobble King is a true patriot of the dwarves. Actually, he's a really good dwarf player, probably better than myself.
Ironically enough.
I know it is. There is a little bit of irony there. Bugman's Rangers are doing really good at kind of poking down the Shaggoths. They still have 70 armor, but regardless, it's performing quite well. And I'm really shocked at how well our front line's holding up. But this Shaggoth's going to kind of just fall back for now, so we can just kind of start shooting into this one right here. And honestly, we don't need to chase with all that stuff. Just these guys and the Dragonback Slayers. A bit of a mistake on my part there. Check for runes, all that kind of good stuff. And the Flame Cannon's actually just dumping some of those Chaos Warriors back there, which is hilarious. And this Shaggoth is coming back now, so we can go ahead and start turning and shooting at him. We'll get this guy going here, and hopefully Uncle Gromby can smash that guy. And this is going pretty well. I am really surprised at how much this army is holding in the front. Maybe, you know, this is how you develop the new metagame stuff, right? But this Shaggoth is getting put down pretty hard, but the Dragonback Slayers are just hunting all angrily with Uncle Gromby. Look how crazy he looks, man. He's like your crazy uncle who says racist things at Thanksgiving, I feel. That's like Grombrindle in a nutshell. Alright, so we're gonna
that's sort of like my dad, except the crazy part.
Yeah.
But his jokes are on point. I mean, he slays me.
Yeah, and his dad's he's the man. He's really cool.
He slays me in the awful jokes.
He makes such good food too. Your dad, like the. Yes. So we're gonna try and take out Warp Chicken. The Shaggoths are pretty much offline. Honestly, we can start focusing these guys and just kind of keep pushing forward. Our front line is somehow winning against Chaos Warriors, and it's like Longbeards. We have no AP, which is pretty insane. But Bugman's Rangers are just absolute pimps. So we're gonna kind of turn form ranks here. We'll leave the Thane back there to kind of help out just in case. We're just going to kind of start charging forward. We don't want to waste any ammo on the Warp Chicken. It's really inefficient. So we can shoot one group here. We can shoot one group into this main blob here. But honestly, once Gromby gets in the front line, just gets all crazy uncle, he's going to be able to smash those Chaos Warriors pretty well, I think. So let's go ahead and shoot into this group. Shaggoths are going to rally, but they're probably just going to, you know, we'll go ahead and start shooting it preemptively just to make sure he doesn't come back. And we do have the Flame Cannon. Is there any cannons actually left? No, they're all broken, so we might as well just use them in melee. So at this point, bounce power is pretty heavily in our favor, so we're just going to kind of keep pushing through, just, you know, winning that middle line engagement. We should be fine. Yeah.
Honey, there is a question. Please don't read his name.
I know who it is.
Will you address the screening in multiplayer battles in this meta?
What was the question? Sorry,
I just read the question. Will you address the screening in multiplayer battles?
Screening in multiplayer battles in this meta? So you're talking screening as in defending your back line? I'm not sure in what context you mean. So if you could clarify that a little bit, that'd be great. Yeah, Gromby's just going full crazy uncle right now, just having a good time. Bugman's Rangers just screening out the Shaggoths. In worst case scenario, we can use the Bugman's Rangers in melee, and they're gonna be really beastie. They have 38 melee defense, and they regenerate. It's pretty crazy. Even against countermeasures and things like that, it's good. Yeah. So this is it. I mean, it's pretty much over. We just have to chase the Warp Chicken down. And at this point, I mean, the Shaggoths are coming back, so we want to start focus firing them before they get in, so we don't take any unnecessary casualties. And yeah, we're just gonna start chasing Warp Chicken. I mean, that's pretty much it. All of his troops are broken, and army losses is probably gonna hit pretty soon. Yeah. So I guess the Wood Elf army was able to do it. GG, man.
Yes.
Yeah. We're hunting the Warp Chicken, so we just need to put everyone in melee and just attack him. Sometimes when you have them all grouped up, you gotta degroup them and then re-engage, and now you can see it's a more accurate pathing. So yeah, the Flame Cannon was the key to victory. I agree. Now Anna's my lucky charm here. She was the reason we pulled that one out. Shaggy seem. I don't know if I'm a big fan of Dragon Ogre Shaggus against dwarves. They're kind of a big target. Like Thunders and pretty much any missile fire can really be cost effective. But a big point of victory there, I think, was getting a really good Tormentor sword in the beginning.
Good job, you deserve some pierogi.
Yeah, pierogi. Oh, yes. The flame cannon obviously claimed. I'm excited to see how many kills it got. Oh, don't run. Where are you going? Warp Chicken, don't make me chase you around the map, please. Please, brother. Please. So he might troll us. I don't know. We do have Dragonback Slayers though, so eventually we'll catch him, I think. How fast is Warp Chicken? He's 60 speed. Oh, that's so quick.
That's a race rooster.
Yeah, it is the race rooster. But Dragonback Slayers, if we can get our paws on him, so just in case he is trolling us, we need to take a couple angles of pursuit. So we're going to kind of get these guys going here, these guys up over the top like that, and the Slayers are going to have to like corral the chicken. Because if they get a single attack on the chicken, they should be able to hold them down with their flame attacks. So we're chasing. What about, yeah. Hey Anthony, thanks for the donation, man. Really appreciate it, dude.
Hey Anthony, and also Vitaly Beloglu. Turin, what about duo Dark Elves campaign with Lady Turin? That would be great.
I would be down. Yeah, when we get out to the States, we'll do that.
Oh no, maybe I will stop myself from joking about Morathi and Malekith and everything in that area was already said and done.
Yeah, if he wants to draw, it's fine. I mean, I can fast forward.
Dude, whoever, what was his name? Who are you playing?
I don't know. I'm sure he's.
Dude, you're on stream.
He doesn't care. Look at him. He's fleeing the coop. He's flying the coop. Yeah, I mean, we might be able to get him on an angle of pursuit. It's gonna be hard, so we might as well start planning and forming blockades. Oh.
Frank screams, Turin, use the flame cannon to bring him down.
The flame cannon is unfortunately offline, so okay, I need to get these good angles here.
He's retreating to his nest.
Well, we're not gonna be able to stop him because he can just run through anything except the Slayer. So, do you really want to draw? I offered the fast forward.
We are in Poland, yes.
Why, Mark?
Is this guy running away? Keep it classy.
Yeah.
I know, Frank, I know.
This is one of the reasons I don't play dwarves, because this kind of stuff happens.
Leon G, hey Turin, Happy New Year from the Netherlands. Hey, I know only one thing to say in Dutch, and I'm not gonna say it.
Oh, we're in hot pursuit. I think we have some missile fire. Do we have any? No, not really. I mean, there's not really any way we can catch him.
Well, it's time for Q&A.
I'll ask him if he can fast forward, we'll see. Yeah.
Turin looks like one of Ragnar's songs from Vikings.
I'll take it as a compliment. It's just the angle of the camera. We have it like hanging from the side of the computer here.
No, you're just handsome.
Oh yay.
And manly.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean it's too bad. It's stuff like this that like makes people not want to play multiplayer, which is like something I've been pushing for a long time.
Turin, is Krakow worth visiting? Yes, it is. Jovan, is that how you pronounce your name? Jovan? I'm not sure. I'm sorry if I mangled it. Yes, it is very worth visiting because it has an absolutely charming old town and a lot of monuments to see. And honestly, if I was forced to live in a city in Poland, I think Krakow would be fun because most of the city is very charming.
This can be Q&A time with Anna. How's that sound?
Turin, slow him with runes.
Yeah.
Armando suggests.
My runesmith is waddling.
Grab the book! Yes, I have the book of Regis here. He's already written down. Hey, Turin started watching your content a few weeks ago, I guess, and really like it. Do you only stream on YouTube? Yes, Copware Sub. The only streams are available on YouTube. Mr. Turin sticks to his favorite platform. Can we throw this guy on some sort of... yes, Joshua.
I'm not witch hunting, but you guys feel free.
Your enemy will always run away from you.
Oh my god, he's getting low. We're corralling the chicken.
This happened to me versus Wood Elves a few times. Slow him with rock and roll.
We're trying. I'm trying to corral him. I mean, it's probably possible, but
Who is this guy so I know to never play him? Well, Anthony, I would type it down, but Turin is hiding his name to prevent me from writing.
Yeah, I don't want to bully him. Yeah. Okay.
Turin needs to hide his dwarves and troll him right back.
Hide the dwarves?
Hide the dwarves! Turin! MacDuck MC Terrain, what? Finally caught your live stream. Nice. Welcome, man. This is why nobody likes Tinge. I mean, I sort of like, you know, KFC, I guess.
Oh my god.
I know what you feel, Turin. I was running after Empire Cap for 13 minutes and 3 cavalry dudes got him the draw.
What are his deals at here, huh?
This mic is far less potato than it was before. I told you!
Yeah, the webcam mic.
Turn that chicken into shashlik.
We're trying. The chicken, at least he fast forwarded though.
Oh, they're gonna bite him now.
Yeah.
Yes. We should throw Misha in there. I think cats are really good in chasing birds.
Yeah. We need a cat right now.
Don't think he understands point of the game. Yeah, Serpentine, I guess. Shame on display. So his name, he will be grudged.
We're trying. Oh, we might get a little something here. We'll just go ahead and cast this. Oh, he's too fast. I mean, 60 speed is pretty much. I mean, I probably could if I really just like focused on it, but you know, I'm trying to just pass the time. Yeah.
Shame for display.
So flash bomb only activates when he's in melee, so it doesn't cool down otherwise. So I don't have access to flash bomb. If you look, it's on a static cooldown.
Does Lady Turin prefer Orange County over Los Angeles? Dude, I honestly, from those two, I think I prefer Oregon. So guys, Armando, I hope you don't mind if I share it publicly. You guys should visit Armando's Peluca's Instagram. He just said he finished his Blood Bowl team, and let me tell you, he is an artist with capital A. He does an incredible job. So Armando, please, if of course if you want to, please paste the link to your Instagram. If you're not gonna do it, then I'm gonna do it.
We're hunting the chicken. The KFC is being hunted.
Yes, Marnitos.
I'm hunting him.
Good.
Oh, I think we might get him here. We have him corralled.
This is Benny Hill show.
Oh. Oh, are we gonna get the chicken? Oh my god, did we get him?
There we go.
No, he's gonna squeak away. The Slayers are trying, but...
Not my nudes? No?
He's too fast. Yeah, we can't get him.
Armando!
Why? Why would you do this? Alright, yeah, GG. Whatever, it was troll, but...
Shame for this.
So Jermaine, Mark, well, yeah, I mean, honestly...
Jermaine, I hope you're proud of yourself.
The build works pretty well, though. Like, all jokes aside, like... for any of you guys watching the stream back, I'll make sure to put a timestamp like of when the game actually ends, so you don't have to watch that entire like troll fest.
Yeah, but, so it's instagram.com therealpeluca with how is it called in English? The dash, but the lower dash.
Yeah.
The under dash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the dwarves satisfied the grudge for sure. I mean, we've crushed his army, and Warp Chicken was just flying the coop, as they say. So I'll still count it as a moral victory, at least.
Which Warhammer Fantasy factions have the most fans? I don't know, man, but I feel like Dark Elves.
So we're gonna go Dark Elves versus Chaos. So this is actually a pretty fun matchup. Honestly, like, Malekith isn't necessarily like required here.
Look at this. Just don't read it out loud, please.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah.
I'm sorry, we have to stay politically correct.
Like, all jokes aside, it was a really good game. Like, until that trolling, like, so that's why I say GG. And you know, it's kind of just like something I've always done. So Harganeth Executioners can perform pretty well against most Chaos Infantry. You can get away with using the Blackguard and Ogron, but then again, they perform fairly, like, underperform against like great weapons and things like that. So I think the Harganeth are going to be a little bit safer. Witch Elves are obviously a staple. 2 is probably good, because if you can grab a Shaggoth with them, you're going to be in really good shape.
I bet this is some fan of yours, considering the name Bloody Daddy.
Maybe. Let's see. Oh, cool. Cheers, man. Yeah, I think he was just watching the stream, so... So, we can go with a dragon. I mean, you have to be careful, again, if he gets, like, double Chaos Dragon. That's, like, nobody does that, and I feel like using a dragon's really fun, so we're going to do that. We'll get the Destroyer. It's pretty strong, actually. So we're going to get him in the air, double Witch Elves, and then for our fodder units, do we want to go with Blackheart Corsairs, or just go even cheaper with, like, maybe just some Dread Spears to kind of hold things up? Because if they'll be okay against Shaggoths, and, you know, they can hold against most Chaos Infantry for a short period of time. So... for our main force, we're going to go ahead.
I'm not giving you any kielbasa.
I want the kielbasa.
No.
Dark Riders with repeater crossbows can work pretty well. They're fast. The only thing that can catch them are poison warhounds. So against poison warhounds, we can use Dark Riders to kind of screen those guys out. And it gives us like a mobile armor-piercing battery, essentially. And what else do we want to use? I mean, you can honestly use the Blackheart Corsairs, the Dark Shards. We can use like a Dark Shard or two, maybe. Cut one of these, I think is fine. Yeah, and then aside from that, I'm trying to think of other options. We could just get some like Cold One Knights in the back for anti-large. But honestly, like Witch Elves really just like handle all of your issues. They handle all of your woes. They're incredibly strong. So should be it. Let's do it. Let's have some fun, Vladdy Daddy. How's it going, Tristan?
Well, Misha, I'm trying to talk Turan into streaming them, but he just denied me recently with Heroes
Streaming
3.
what?
Yeah, with streaming Heroes.
So yeah, Heroes 3 is kind of like, we will stream it eventually, but it's kind of like my chill time. Like I like to just relax while I'm playing it and just hang out with Anna and just, you know, not...
And Ponster and Frank.
Yeah, we're actually working on a 2v2 game, but also again, Heroes it's a little less friendly from a spectator format for live because the games last like 4 to 5 hours. And if not more, like our 2v2 game is going to take like 7 to 9, 10, 11, 12 hours.
How long did it take for us though to finish that one-on-one last night?
Oh man, like 2 hours, if not more.
Yeah.
And like we were going pretty quick too.
Yeah. That was a blitzkrieg. But
hey Robert, you're welcome, man. You deserve this shout out, brother.
So I think it would be best to, instead of streaming it, to compile it into a video, which would omit some longer and more boring parts and focus on the funnier ones. And Turin gets smashed.
Yeah, she's really good at it.
Just bang.
It does take a long time. Yeah, but if you do 1 versus 1 on a small map, it can be pretty good actually. All right, so in the front.
You just don't want to show us when you lose to Lady Turin. Admit it.
Well, that's 100% why. So yeah, we have frontline Harganeth and Spearmen. The Dread Spears have decent melee defense, so they can hold against like Chaos Infantry. Not against Forsaken that well, but against pretty much everything else. But Forsaken will get crushed by Harganeth Executioner, so there's some give and take here. AP missiles in the back really important, and basically they're going to do huge damage, and if your opponent comes for them, you just grab them with Witch Elves, and it's pretty much GG from there. So that's pretty much it. We have Malekith up in the air. The Dragon Breath is very good if he decides to go like Elite with Chosen. If he does go like double or triple Shaggoth though, you need to be very aware that Malekith can get gived pretty hard. Cold One Spear Riders can also be in the back. Pretty good, you know, even against like charging infantry. And we'll get our Dark Riders right here, and they're going to be supported by 2 of these guys, which is a little bit overkill. I probably should have cut 1 Dark Rider considering I'm not doing double repeater crossbow, but basically, if you look at their stats, they have 24, 22, and 26. They can, with a good charge, can beat the Chaos Warhounds, which is then going to protect, you know, this group from shenanigans. So put them in group 4, and that's going to be it. So good luck to my opponent. Let's have a fun game. Yes. So let's see what he's got going on. So we're going to advance right now. We're going to fly Malekith and hopefully get some pretty good breath attacks. And we're going to get our repeater crossbows and everyone else over there. So he does have a Hell Cannon, which is, it's not going to be good because I can go use my breath attack on the Hell Cannon and just probably one-shot, like almost guaranteed. But he might get a few kills before the action starts. So repeater crossbows, we can honestly shoot into these irregular Chaos Warriors, so we want to shoot the Great Weapons. These guys can kind of lurk in the shadows in case he has any funny business. But right now we're just going to go up and try and get like a good breath attack on that Hell Cannon. So let's go ahead and pop this. And no, I don't want to do that because that's going to like tell him we're doing it. So we're going to run a little closer. For his lord, he does have Prince Sigval, but the repeater crossbows are very good here. Like you can really do a ton of damage against Chaos. So we're going to get some free damage on those guys. In the back, he just has Chaos Warriors, but hopefully, I mean, this is a little bit of a PSA as to why he might be stacking these guys on top to prevent the breath attack. I'm not sure. Let's actually see what happens. So we use the breath attack. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's so rough. That's so dirty. That's so dirty. All right, so now we can go ahead and start getting some shenanigans. So let's actually go ahead, and he's a little bit bunched up right here. So we can go ahead and use the breath there. Nah, it was a little bit subpar. And we'll just kind of experiment with some of these like angles. Honestly, you want to use them as slow, but we have so much Winds of Magic, we might as well start getting like as much damage as we can out of the gates. So we'll kind of keep advancing. Malekith and the boys are just going to kind of keep cackling and having some fun at our opponent's expense. And the repeater crossbow is generating some really good value. So we're going to kind of prepare to do some, charging in the front and the back. And we're just going to use the Dark Riders to chase down routing units because he doesn't have anything like Marauder Horsemen or anything that we really need to counter. So for now, we're just kind of Netflix and chilling and just going to park these guys over on the side, take them off skirmish mode. And let's go ahead and pull these guys back just a little bit. In the Dark Shards, we want to be shooting at the non-shielded units. So we want to get one here and one here against his AP units. And I'm totally fine with this actually little engagement here. So we're going to engage one and maybe just kind of pull in the back here. Great. So Malekith's kind of chilling in the sky, so we can go ahead and drop this down the line a little bit, which is going to do some decent damage. And these guys, we can go ahead and put them in group 5 and just get ready to party. So yeah, we're going to engage. Most of his AP is taking a bit of damage, so we should be fine. We'll kind of engage across the front line. And in case he does break through with anything, we do have the Wood Elves. And Malekith, obviously, he doesn't have anything in the front line to really punish us too heavily, so we're going to go in, drop a Soul Stealer in the main line. Actually, we do have a breath attack too, so we can probably get a breath attack on that guy, see if we can, get a little something something. We're going to go Crush Downs really quick, and we get a really good breath attack right there. And Gaze of Malice, we're going to go ahead and pop. That might get some of our Dread Spears a little bit. No, that was actually pretty good. So great. So we're going to jump in there and just do it to it. We're relatively safe. There are some Poison Warhounds. But our middle line is going to crumble, so we're going to send the Witch Elves there to kind of help out a little bit. And we can start shooting at the Halberds in the back as well. We're able to kill those Hounds, so it's going pretty good there. So let's go ahead and use Stand Your Ground and all those other goodies. And hopefully we can kind of pull back through here and escape. We're going to use Power of Darkness on our Dark Shards in the back. And Anthony, thank you for the donation. Yeah, we definitely can.
Again.
Yeah, thank you again, man. You're doing some work. So we did get a Sorcerer. We were able to shatter him with breath attacks. These guys are just going to kind of lurk here. We'll have one group lurk here. We'll chase those Hounds off the battlefield. Then we're going to chase these Aspiring Champions off the battlefield. So Sigval doesn't have much of a chance here. So we're just going to go ahead and pull these guys back. Just keep shooting here, just parking on the flanks. Man, which Dark Elves are such a strong faction compared to a lot of the old worlds. It's pretty absurd. So we'll go ahead and use this Chill Wind to slow down these Halberds that are coming through the main formation here. 1, 2, 3. Got a nice little slow, and Sigvald is no, he can't stand up to Malekith at all. So those Aspiring Champs we're chasing. The Hounds are getting chased off as well. And most of our formation is just going to collapse at this point. Let's get these Auxiliary Dread Spears, send them in. Oh my god, I forgot about the Cold One Riders. We didn't even use them. Yeah, it's okay. It is what it is. I always keep them as in case there's a pressure in my back line, but there was none. So ultimately, I just kind of forgot about them.
Frank says, Professor Hone, Turin was talking about our Heroes 3 game and how we are crushing them. They are so crushing us. I'm scared to get out of my base, TBH.
Yeah, we're gonna have the final showdown probably in the next week.
It's just wrath and destruction.
Well, Anna's the best at it, I think, for sure.
Yeah, especially how. So guys, I have to admit that, to be fair. So this gentleman here, called Professor Pone, wiped me in the first week of our first 2v2 game. Yeah, for our first winter 2v2 game. Now we're playing a more even one. Don't be sleepy. Yeah, Armando, I don't know. I just there's not enough caffeine in my veins.
Who do we want to play here, guys? Do we want to play Bretonnia? I think Bretonnia needs some love. Let's do it. Oh, he's really good though, this guy. I know he's a really good player, but we're still gonna try and play Bretonnia. I don't care. It's happening. Who do we want to use? Do we want to use King Louis? Because he's probably gonna use. I know.
There's a song like that.
Yes, sir. Do we want to bless him with the field trebuchets? Oh my god. Okay, we'll play Bratz. This is gonna be rough though. He's a really good Wood Elf player. Oh hey. Hey man. No P. Good luck.
No stream sniping.
I want to use the blessed field trebuchet. It's gonna be rough.
No, John Boone, stop it. One more time you ask me to play a game, I'm literally going to lay you across my lap and spank the hell out of you.
Alright. So we can get away with the Fey Enchantress. Provides pretty good healing.
For the lady.
She can be focused down a little bit aggressively by, some of the Wood Elf missile units. She does have some missile resist, I think. What is it? Yeah, it's only 15. And she does have really high magic resist. So if they are using Starfire Shafts, which they probably won't against Bretonnia, so maybe we'll try something a little bit different. Let's try King Louis on a horse on the ground. And this is probably good. It gives us missile resist. Foe Seeker's decent. All those abilities are probably going to be useful here. So on top of that, let's go ahead and get a couple Paladins and just kind of make them nice and cheap. They'll be decent at sniping Wood Elf casters, or even with their armor, they're pretty good at mitigating Wild Riders and the different pressure you can get from that. For the front line, we're probably going to get regular Men-at-Arms, and we can get a couple Battle Pilgrims too, which honestly should do fine. Grail Reliquae, I don't know if we really need that. It does help, keep your troops fighting, but aside from that, we're going to get some Grail Knights. So we'll get 2 groups of those.
Turin, wasn't there a Volkmar Blazing Sun build request earlier with donation, or did I miss that?
Yeah, it'll happen. Don't worry, we're still pretty early on, so. We're going to be pretty aggressive here. We can get some Peasant Bowmen, actually, and maybe just try and, swarm him. Because I have a feeling that he's probably going to be using, more mobile missile units, like Blade Riders and stuff like that. So we'll see what we can do. But let's also get some Knights of the Realm, too. I really like them quite a bit in this matchup. So, I don't know. Hopefully this will do it. Oh, we don't even have a caster. I was totally, blanking on the caster thing. So, Let's go ahead and get rid of these chevrons, and we can cut an archer, and for now we can just cut one of the Knights of the Realm. So we have to cut a paladin, unfortunately. So for caster, we have heavens, we have beasts. I honestly think life's probably going to be the best bet since we're investing in expensive cav. So let's go ahead and get these guys, and we can get flesh to stone just in case he's like using wild riders to engage whatever. We can give armor. It's pretty good against wild riders and that kind of stuff. So we do have 1,000 gold, so here we can probably get another Knight of the Realm. It's very cav heavy. Our infantry corps is really, really small, so I'm starting to think that maybe we cut one of these guys, and then we just get a couple more men-at-arms here, and we can honestly just, actually let's cut this guy and then just slam some chevrons on all of them. Because honestly, that's 32, like for 300, that's not a bad combat line. Like that can hold against Eternal Guards and do pretty well. So let's see how it works out. This is a matchup I don't really know too well, so we're probably going to learn a lot and get taught a lesson, but we're going to try our best.
I'm supposed to do some blessing.
Oh, the microphone volume's a little low, they're saying? Yeah, I can fix that real quick. Hold on. Yeah, I'm not going to turn it up much. It's just going to be a scooch. Just a tiny bit. Levels. So we'll put it up to... Yeah, it should be good. Okay. Yes. Maybe that's a little bit better. Oh, Gimli, lurking in the shadows.
No peasants to read, no love for the common man.
There is peasants.
Mushroom farmer, the potato harvester.
That 0 gold remaining, I know, it feels good. Yeah, so this is going to be tricky. He's probably one of the best Wood Elf players I played against, and I'm not that good at Bretonnia, so it's going to be a fierce one. I mean, we're going to try our hardest though, for sure.
I'm making coffee, that's it.
Do it.
That's it.
Make some coffee. Yeah.
You want some?
Sure, I'll half a cup.
Do you want some?
Of course I do.
Black?
Yeah, just black coffee. Thanks, Sarah.
Well then give me your mug because those are our last ones. Where did you hide your mug?
I think it's over by the computer, by the tower. So yeah, I do think Grail Knights are pretty good. They're heavy, they do magic damage, so they can circumvent physical resist on units. They're a really strong unit, really heavy charge bonuses. I mean, they bring a lot to the table. But Knights of the Realm are good. Like, Knights of the Realm can beat Wild Riders. I'm pretty sure they beat them relatively soundly. I think it's like a closer fight, obviously, than Grail Knights, but Christmas was great. We had a good time. Yeah, we went and saw his family, and it was great. Yeah, I'll try and play Skaven. Next, we'll probably play Skaven after this, and then, of course, we're going to get to the Empire, because everyone wants...
There are questions if you're going to do some, subscriber fights.
Probably not. Yeah, because sometimes with the lag and stuff, those can be... I'll do some when I get back to the States, though. Subscriber battles and everything. Oh, man, I'm not using any more hippogriffs. I've had too many traumatic experiences with those units. They're just so haggard. I just can't. Okay, so we have a pretty big infantry corps. His army size is big as well, so he's probably very Eternal Guard heavy and stuff. So we'll get these guys back here, these guys back here. Bit of a risk just going this lightly into peasants, but again, if he doesn't like bring traditional missiles, they'll be very good. And Knights of the Realm can kind of be on guard duty here and guard duty here for now. And of course, we'll fan them out if there's no pertinent threats. But the Grail Knights, we want them in group 2 and these guys in group 3. So Louis is going to be leading one contingent around the flank. These ones can be pressuring the other side. And we probably want our Lifecaster to be riding with King Lewin. Because again, it prevents her from being sniped if she's like amongst a bunch of armored cav. So cool, let's see what our opponent does, what tricks he's got up his sleeve, and we'll do it to it. Yeah. It's time. Yeah, I mean, I could have gone all peasants, but I want to like kind of try and figure out this matchup because I haven't played it much myself, so I don't really know what the recipes for success are. I mean, you can always try and catch people off guard and just do super cheesy build and spam units, but I think like the cav heavy might be pretty good, even though intuitively speaking, it doesn't seem the best because of all the spears they have, but I think like effective charging with Knights of the Realm and these Grail Knights and different things should be pretty powerful. But he does have Prey of Anathrama, so he can pin us down. There's a lot of give and take there for sure. So let's actually, I have a feeling he's going to deploy over here. So let's go ahead and kind of scoot a little bit. Yeah, because like if we run too far away from the army, he's going to prey us and just focus us down with missiles, and it's going to be rough. Okay, so he has War Dancers. Oh, those War Dancers are going to do some heavy lifting for sure. So let's go ahead and just start running these guys. Let's see what he's got. He's got archers. So a very tight Bretonnian army actually, which is a little bit unusual, but it's going to be a party. And oof, this I was not expecting a build like this. So Louis, does he have Prey of Anathrama? So he clearly has a Glady, which is going to be fun. So let's run up and around the formation here. These guys can kind of run into the woods to avoid missile fire, and we're just going to kind of hang tight to buy us more time to position. So let's pull back just a little bit. These guys are here, these guys are here, And the Knights of the Realm can actually charge through the main line and really, hammer those War Dancers, potentially. He does have a lot of good focus fire. I think Knights of the Realm have shields. Yeah, they have shields, and I think all the Knights do. Yeah, so it's gonna be a little bit wild, to say the least. But he's gonna be able to screen us pretty well here. So maybe we just pull back and go on the front line here. I think that's gonna be a little bit more prudent. These guys can kind of hide for now, and let's go ahead and advance and start trading. Like, we're gonna get more value from missile trades because he has War Dancers and he can just shoot our peasants, and it's not a huge deal. So these guys are gonna pull back here, and these guys for now, he could Prey of Anathramas, which is something I'm a little bit stressed out about. But yeah, I don't know. His build's pretty good against ours. I don't know what we're going to be able to do. We're probably just going to get mulched real quick here. So yeah, let's go ahead and advance like so. And these guys can go ahead and shoot at these War Dancers, and these ones can shoot at these War Dancers. Man, look how jacked their stats are. That's pretty scary.
And everyone is shooting everyone.
I know, it's getting a little bit hog wild. So right now, we're just going to kind of charge into some of these guys on the flank. So we'll pull in here, get ready to party. And yeah, like, this is good. Shooting our men-at-arms. I'm kind of sad we didn't bring the shields, but, it is what it is. And these cav, Lewin and his company can kind of ride up the main formation, kind of bait a little action from our opponent. We're going to see what happens. Looks like he's pulling back, but you're taking a little damage, but nothing horrible. I do wish I had brought the Prey of Anathramas. So we're going to feign a charge right here, and then we're just going to kind of pull back a little bit as this other group kind of charges in as well. So this group can kind of charge here. We'll bring this guy in the front to kind of, tamper with him a little bit. But our peasants are, having a good time. And let's go ahead and put them in group 4 like this, and we can advance our main formation here. And yeah. So far, so good. Getting a little bit hog wild, to say the least. But our main line is going to push forward. He is going to be using his healing here. But Louis and the boys can go ahead and just do like a Helm's Deep charge down the main formation. Get the Paladin in there as well. These guys can go here. And yeah, nothing to really heal yet. Honestly, at this point, it's going to be a little bit, we're just going to charge in. So we're going to break the charge of those War Dancers. And the Knights of the Realm, we can go ahead and get this one group kind of charging in here. And the other group of the Knights of the Realm can charge up the main line as well. So Louis and the boys, hopefully we can kind of, pull back. So we're going to kind of tease a little bit, push in our main formation. Just try and get those like optimal cav charges on War Dancers, because War Dancers get like crumpled by cav charges. So charge in here, charge in here. These guys can go around the outside, and these guys can go around the outside as well. So now we're going to overcast a heal right here on this big Bretonnian blob, and you can see we're able to crumple those War Dancers really, really hard, which is great. So we're going to stay and fight for a moment, see what happens. We have some peasant arrows back as well. These guys can go engage here. These guys can engage here. And the Grail Knights are doing pretty good for us. Actually, yeah, that's not bad at all. So let's go ahead and pull back right now. And these Grail Knights we can pull back as well. And the Knights of the Realm are in really good shape. I mean, they're fighting amongst their brethren and having a good old time. So now that we're kind of doing okay in the middle, we're going to pull back a little bit, try and re-engage, and then do another charge on these other War Dancers on the far side. So on top of that, we're going to use the Flesh to Stone. I'm not sure where we want to use that, but maybe in the mainline fight with these men-at-arms here would be good. And we do have a regrowth, so let's go ahead and pop that on these Shock Knights over here. And we are getting into the back line a little bit, which is good. These guys should pull up and around, and we do have some cav coming around the flank, so let's see if we can kind of push through. So Lewin and the boys are, putting up a good fight in the middle, but he's doing a pretty good tactical retreat. But I think we might be able to get through the front line. It's hard to say. He does have some Dryads coming out of the forest, which is pretty hilarious. So let's see if we can pull back and maybe hammer those Dryads. And these guys might be able to get into the archers. Pretty good Prey of Anathrama from our opponent. But a good fight, nonetheless. Yeah, so Louis and the boys are going to kind of pop this. We're going to go ahead and engage these Dryads with these cav and all kinds of other shenanigans here. And we can get a heal back here. I think we can reach them, which is good. So let's kind of keep pushing. Maybe our men-at-arms are going to pull this out. It's a little bit hard to say. Bounce power is still even, which is good. And, anything against a good player like this always is solid if it kind of works. So let's push these guys back through. Louis and the boys are in the mainline fight, so let's go ahead and buff leadership. And it looks like the Dryads are going to get hammered a little bit. And the men-at-arms are holding. So are the Knights of the Realm. So let's pull them back, get ready for another set of cycle charges, and just kind of keep pushing through. We need to really, really kind of aggressively fight here. And the Azrai Spears are definitely doing, not doing too much against our peasants that are pushing through. And Lewin and company seem to be doing okay. So let's go ahead and see if we can get another kind of a breaking charge right here. We were able to break the Dryads in the back, which is really solid. So now we can kind of push through. And we do have some more archers coming back too, which is really good.
Might want to push on the archers.
Yeah, we're trying. It's hard.
When you forget about the net.
Yeah, the net was pretty good for sure. And we do have some Grail Guardians back, so we're going to kind of pull these guys back up into the main fight. See if we can charge some of these War Dancers down. There we go. That should be pretty good. All right, great. Power Stone as well. We have gotten into the cookie jar a little bit. The archers are getting pushed back. We have our own archers, so let's see if we can get on some of those War Dancers, charge them with some of our cav here. And King Louis and his front line, they're trying their hearts out, but I don't know if we're going to have the stopping power to really take care of him. Where's our Paladin, by the way? Yeah, he's I know. Louis is trying. So we probably want to use this heal to kind of keep our front line fighting. We have some, cav in the back that might be able to re-engage here. And yeah, we have some archers and some cav in the forest as well. So let's kind of pull those guys in and see if we can get some decent work in. The Grail Knights are able to shatter those War Dancers, which is good. So let's kind of keep pulling these guys back and doing whatever we can against the War Dancers. But yeah, the balance of power is still okay, but yeah, we're taking a lot of work for sure. So Lewin can kind of keep chasing and, you know, trolling around the back. Let's pull these guys around here, see if we can get a little wrap on his lord, get the paladin there as well. And the peasants, can we do some work on these War Dancers here? I think so. These Grail Knights, we might be able to squeeze them through actually and get to the back line as well. But yeah, it's looking a little bit thin for our army, but oh, if we can get a good charge right there and maybe take his caster out, that could be pretty good. So what are these guys here? Oh, it's our life caster. So the life caster is doing its thing. It looks like we might be able to get his lord right there, or his healer, I should say. Kind of keep kiting these War Dancers back. We have some knights, and yeah, if we can ride those guys down, that would be a really good grab for us. So Louis starting to take some focus fire. We do shatter his caster, which is really good. So maybe we can, you know, get a little bit into his missile line right now, but it looks like we can wait till they're kind of like neck and neck here, and boom. So that's gonna heal both of them, which is gonna be really strong. And we are a little bit thin on our forces, but let's see if we can force a little something through. So, so our archers in the back are spreading out.
Dumplings!
The dumplings are here, and is quite excited. So yeah, let's kind of keep chasing these guys. Let's see, we might be able to get a charge here. I don't think he has Prey of Anathrama, so do we have any men-at-arms or other things rallying? I'm surprised the balance of power is actually still so even despite all this. But Louis is going to get trapped here, which is going to be bad. But we do get Cav into the back line. We have some archers kind of securing, but I think it's going to be too little too late. Our Cav are doing a pretty good job, but my apologies for the noise, guys. It's like our ringer, our doorbell. But I'm surprised, like, it actually, the build wasn't bad. I think there's some minor adjustments we can make to it to really kind of optimize it, but it's still performing, like, okay. And he's almost out of ammunition, so we're going to keep fighting, seeing what we can pull out here. The War Dancers are going down, relatively speaking, so let's actually go ahead and charge into those Dryads. You know, keep pulling whatever infantry we can salvage, and just, you know, scoping out the scene. So Louis and the boys are going to get away from the War Dancers, but it looks like our caster might get focused down here, so let's actually pull Louis back and through, see if we can get a little something. So, come on, Sons of Bretonnia, rally forth. Our caster is going to run into the forest. Lewin's going to push through, but I think that's going to be GG at this point. Yeah, Lewin's going to be pretty good against range fire, so. All right, come on, collapse peasants, get in there. So yeah, we were able to kind of secure our back line for the most part, but it wasn't a bad build. I think some tweaks, maybe even going with like more heavy cav in the front line, because expecting the War Dancers, now that, you know, I've seen their effectiveness, I think you might be able to use Grail Guardians in the front and really just like hammer those War Dancers. So
we've got 1 fork, you're eating later.
Yeah, that's fine, no problem. So yeah, so we did get netted down, that's fine. We don't have the shield right now, the Lion's Shield. I probably used it earlier just kind of senselessly, but he is almost out of ammunition, but I think that's gonna be it. So yeah, real GG. Great game. That was a really good game though, for sure. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I honestly think the build wasn't bad, because he's one of the best Wood Elf players I've ever played against. So the fact that we were able to do okay was pretty solid. So yeah, Men-at-Arms held their own, honestly. I think replacing the Grail Knights with Grail Guardians might have been enough to pull that frontline engagement for us. I think so.
Hey Gary, the friendly little lizard. And yes, Radosław, I know, but then again, those aren't Polish dumplings that I'm eating. I'm actually eating something called mantas, only because that was the only gluten-free option and I don't want to diet.
No, I love dumplings more.
You seem to love dumplings more than... I would say we're equal in that. Are you hungry?
No. I can wait.
Yes.
So excited. Do you have a plate for those?
No.
Oh, you're just going straight for the goodies?
I'm just going so straight for the goodies. Also, we only have the tiny dessert plates.
Pack. All right, guys, so we're going to play Skaven now.
John, I told you what's going to happen. Now you have to drop your pants.
So Skaven versus Wood Elves on an open field map. There's a multitude of things you can go with here. You can actually, Skrolk is a little bit in danger of being hunted down by Mel Gibson, but I think he'll be okay. You don't need Wither here. You can actually use Pestilent Breath pretty good against like missile units. And these abilities are pretty clutch as well. So getting the Warlock Engineer is probably still safe, because again, he could go with the Dragon or Hawk Riders to kind of troll you a little bit. So I think that's pretty important. So,
what the hell is a Brightzilla?
So we're going to go ahead and get the Howling Warp Gale here. We're also going to get the Assassin. Let's see, yeah. And the Ribahide Talisman is pretty much an auto-include. I mean, it's an AoE effect for 33 seconds, and it lowers melee attack by 44. It's incredibly powerful. So I would recommend bringing that, like, no matter what matchup you're in. If you're fighting anything in melee, it's gonna be really good. Gojira, my flight back is actually tomorrow. Yeah. Bubba Brick says, Radahers kind of look like dumplings. That's pretty funny. So, here we have a few options, but honestly, I think the main way to do well here is to get Stormvermin with shields. They do really well against Eternal Guards. They're armored, they're shielded, they trade pretty efficiently. You can mix in a couple Plague Monks just to, you know, shred low tier stuff, but they get wrecked by Wood Elf missiles pretty hard, so you don't want to like overcommit to those. On top of that, we want some Clan Rats with shields. That might be a little bit overkill, so maybe just get like 3 of those. I think that should be fine. And the Warp Lightning Cannon is a really solid pick here. It does pretty well against most of their troops. It's just a very powerful unit. And Gutter Runners, they do pretty well too, I think. But you have to be careful because again, they can get out-kited. Like the Wood Elves have such a good like skirmishing game against you that sometimes it's best to just like invest in the artillery and just go a little bit crazy with that. So, okay, so we have these guys. We're not going to go with the Plague Furnace build. We could get Slingers, just like go a little like cheapo. It's definitely tricky, but the Storm Vermin are going to be kind of our... Might want to grab a plate so you don't troll the mic. Oh man, the Halberd unit. Yeah, the Halberd units are okay. I think we might get like some cheap Clan Rat spears, but I think we'll get 1 just to defend the artillery. And do we want to go double Warp Lightning Cannon? We could have some fun and do that. I think that could be okay. Let's actually try that. So we're gonna get those, and then we're gonna cut these guys to get some Clan Rat spears. And then as far as like missile units, we're just gonna get some like cheap slingers and things like that. This is a bit of a strange build, but if he does come in the air, we should be able to kind of focus him down a little bit. So do we want to cut the Storm Vermin? So we cut the Storm Vermin, 1 group, because they are really expensive. And we could get some, yeah, but the other Skaven skirmisher units usually just get put down. So let's get 1 of these just to have some utility on the map. And then some Skaven Slave Spears should be fine. And yeah, this looks okay. It's a bit of a janky build, but it's going to be fun. So the Warp Lightning Cannons can deal with Wild Riders, Glade Guards, Dragons. The infantry fight we should be able to win with Skrulk in conjunction with those Storm Vermin and things like that. Yeah, so we'll see.
The Banhammer drops again.
Oh no, are we getting the bots coming in and trolling us?
No, that was just some guy who was trying to get everyone to follow him. But all
T-Bison, Everclear will do the trick. Oh man. Yeah, we're doing it. We got some Swedes in here. Anna, say hi. Anna speaks Swedish, by the way. If any of you Swedes in here looking to chat.
A little.
She's being humble.
And back in the days, no one had to let the Swedes in. They just grabbed their axes, and they just would enter.
So right now we're gonna get these Clan Rats and these other troops here. Double.
See you, Gojira Gaming.
See you, Gojira. Take care, man. Yeah, we'll see you. We'll play some Blood Bowl when I get back, man. It's gonna be a good time for all. So the Storm Vermin can defend 1 group. We're gonna have to use Clan Rats to defend the other one, but it's okay. So that's gonna give us some pretty good firepower. Skrulkman can kind of be in the front. Warlock Engineer over here. And the reason we go wider instead of having a very typical front line in this matchup is because again we want to kind of spread out the missile fire and have more staggered engagement. So the Plague Monks are going to sit in reserve. We don't want them to be taking arrow fire, so we keep them a little bit further back. Our Haggard Slingers can honestly just sit here. I don't really care what they do. And these guys are just going to kind of be our forward vanguard unit to just skirmish and give us some, anti-air and all kinds of stuff. We'll get the Skaven Slave Spears on the outside to intercept Wild Rider charges, and that should be good. So good luck to my opponent. Let's have some fun. Yes.
Booba Bricks wants to know what is the best Polish liquor and if you're sneaking some back.
No, I'm not sneaking anything back, but Anna can answer the question regarding the liquor, probably.
Hey Morgan, who more do?
Alright. So we have our artillery. We're going to go ahead and put them in group 3. And yeah, so this is really good against these kind of like Wood Elf skirmishing tactics. You just blast them to pieces with the frickin' what's it called? Yeah, and these guys can go ahead and stay right here. And we're going to take some fire, but those are Clan Rats with shields. They're not really efficient targets. We can get these guys to go kind of start poking those guys. And once our Warp Lightning Cannons turn and face those guys, like about face, we're going to get some really solid damage probably. So yeah, just kind of keep screening, having a good time. We can run into the forest with these guys, Skaven Slave Slingers, and look at the damage we're getting there. That is really, really solid. And yeah, our Gutter Runners with poison can, take the brunt of this kind of charge until our Warp Lightning Cannons deal with these. And look at our little Slingers, even they're doing a pretty good job. So we do have the breath attack, so let's actually go ahead, drop it right, check this out, right down the formation. Oh, that actually didn't do as much damage as I thought it would. But
okay, I'm afraid this is the time when the Banhammer is starting to get some teeth knocked out.
So we're going to be pulling back right now, and we're just going to kind of go here and start shooting at the Hawk Riders. And you can see our little rats are doing good. We're able to counter the skirmishing really well from these guys, I think so. So we do have the Howling Warp Gale, so we can go ahead and Warp Gale him, because he's probably going to come in and try and do a breath attack, but Man, these Hawk Riders are just getting dumped on. So let's go ahead and pull some spears, because if they do engage in melee, we want to be able to kind of, you know, fend them off. But so far, the build's working really well for us. Like, I'm liking it quite a bit. The double cannons are doing really well. He's kind of like in a place where he's looking for something to do here. We do have the spear, so if he lands, we should be able to pin him. So let's actually prepare to pin him if he lands. And again, we do have the, what's it called? The Howling Warp Gale. So if he does, you can cast it on him while he's landed too, which is really, really strong. So the Hawk Riders are going down pretty hard. He's already taken a, oh, look at those guys over chasing. Getting a little bit hog wild here, but hopefully we can rout some of these guys off, like in just a moment. That should be good. Yes.
Misha, you're a moderator now, so if you'd like to help me eat in peace, that would be very much appreciated, because the Starsnake boys all ran away or fell back asleep.
So yeah, we're gonna keep finishing these guys off. We got our spears, we got everyone else kind of here ready to party. Scroll, if we can actually go ahead and use the, we can probably use Libra Bonicus on these guys. It's gonna do some pretty heavy damage. And once we finish him off, we're gonna be free to just focus down the rest of his army. He's gonna have to advance. And right now he's shooting Skirmisher Cav into our frickin' Slingers, which is gonna be really, really cost inefficient. We'll scoot our swords up just a little bit to kind of screen. And you can see like his Hawk Riders are pretty much out of commission. He does have this other group, so we can just start, you know, focusing them a little bit. We can get one there, and we can get one kind of focusing these somewhat healthy troops here. So let's get these spears here. These gutter runners can kind of come and work on the dragon. He does get a good breath attack, kills 2 of them, but it's not a big deal. So we can, yeah, just start shooting at the Hawk Riders. We still have that one. It's going to be a while before his other breath attack's online, and it looks like we're turning, you know, kind of get formation here at the moment. So he's actually not running with these, so we might be able to actually scoot up. And yeah, we're getting slinger fire into those guys, and I don't think he has them on skirmish mode, so we should be able to actually poke them a little bit, which is going to be nice. And the gutter runners are going to start trolling the dragon, which is going to be great. Hopefully these Skaven can hold and kind of keep shooting. And it looks like we're, I don't know how his infantry line's going to hold up here. Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit trying for sure. So yeah, just keep using our artillery advantage. We are down a couple artillery pieces. We could use the Howling Warp Gale to kind of lock down the dragon. I think we maybe just advance at this point. So yeah, we can just totally advance. And then we're going to also leave our halberds. Where are the halberds at in our formation? So here they are here, so we can leave these guys to defend the artillery there. We can use the Warplock Engineer and just kind of keep shooting his cav here. It's going to be good. Slingers can shoot as well. And yeah, so his dragon is taking some skirmisher fire. The dragon's not going to be able to catch like the targets it really wants to catch too. And he actually does use the Preavenoth Ram on that thing, which is pretty great. Yes. We only have 1 artillery piece left in both of these crews, but his skirmisher cav are like so neutered at this point, I really don't think we're going to have too many problems. So great. And these guys, let's actually put them in group 4. They can be in like the guard contingent. And the Warlock Engineer can also be in group 4, because we're just going to use him to kind of pin the dragon down. So the dragon is going to be landing here. So the first thing you want to do is grab this guy. We can go ahead and overcast it, get that going, so he's not going to be able to move. And hopefully our little cannon crew can get him before he gets up in the air. But let's take these guys off skirmish mode, pull around, and we do get a nice little wrap. So let's pull these guys around the back, see if we can like trap him with some poison, different things like this. And yeah, great. So group 4 is in position. He does have some wild riders coming as well, but we have spears and pretty much everything else we could need. So let's actually go ahead and engage in melee, because these guys do apply poison in melee as well, and it's going to be very strong. Great. So scroll. Well, we might want to come back and yeah, I think we're okay. I think we're committed enough that we can hopefully just push this mainline engagement. So let's get these guys going here, these guys going here, here, and these guys can go here as well. Plague monks, spears. Great. So the backline engagement seems to be pretty strong as well. Wild Riders are fighting a bunch of spears, and we should have another Howling Warp Gale. It's on a pretty short cooldown, so in about like 26 seconds. But this is an extremely cost-effective trade for us. It's really, really solid for sure. So, yes.
I need help.
Sure.
The boys are swinging the hammer.
Sounds good. So yeah, guys, we're just going to pull around the main formation here. These guys can come around. He does have some missiles hiding in the trees, but honestly, like, none of our troops are that great targets for him. So yeah, let's just kind of keep screening. We'll get these guys in the front. The Plague Monks can engage in the front as well. And the Scroll Command can go ahead and summon some rats in the back to kind of pressure all those archers. And let's see what's going on back here. So we do have our crew. Is there any cannons left? There is a cannon left, which is great. And his Lord's pretty beat up. He's probably going to retreat back to the mainline fight. So these guys can just start shooting here. We want these guys to shoot here. Great. And the Skaven Slave Slingers can go ahead and throw these guys down too. And all right, cool. So we are getting into the back line. The rats have been summoned. These guys can go summon here as well. And we do have the Blades of Putrefaction, which we're going to pop right here. And then can we reach this? If we can overcast this, I think it just does AP damage. No, it adds. Oh, this is going to be brutal if we hit this. I think Skrulk's a little bit out of range. Damn, I think he was. That's too bad. So let's go ahead and pop this. Use all the different goodies. We'll get some of our backline troops kind of pressuring there. And the archers are pretty much offline. Let's get one group of Plague Monks to assassinate that guy. And the assassin can actually go as well. So we're going to use the Rival High Talisman. We can engage these guys in melee for now. Start shooting his Lord. And yeah, should be good. And we can go ahead and send these extra troops up because there's nothing, we don't need to protect too much back here anymore. So Honestly, I don't know how my opponent could come back from this. We do have the assassin on his caster, which is going to be good, so we can go ahead and use the trophy heads to lower his melee defense, which is going to, make him relatively squishy. You can see how fast he's going down to our plague monks and different troops like that. So we do have some clan rats in the back. We got some spears going to get back there, and the scroll command is, we're just going to go ahead and use this right here on the Glade Lord, the Liber Bonicus. It's going to do some really good damage for sure. So let's go ahead and summon another group of rats in the back to just get a little bit rat wild. Let's get rat wild, boys. And the rats are able to do some good work. Yeah, their infantry are doing... Skaven infantry, I think, are extremely strong. So let's go ahead and summon some rats here. We just keep getting, like, knocked over by something. It's some sort of trollish shenanigans. But I think his dragon's offline for the most part. He is broken. So, yeah, we can start shooting at Hawk Riders again and get one group shooting at these guys with our artillery pieces. Get these guys going back here. The assassin did assassinate his caster, which is going to be really, really brutal. Let's kind of get our troops marching in different directions. And, yeah, I think that's it. I don't know what else my opponent can do. The bounce power is finally starting to reflect the advantage I think we've had for a while. His lord is shattered. The Hawk Riders are getting dumpstered. I really think the Warp Lightning Cannons are incredibly strong in this matchup. Storm Vermin, let's get them kind of just pushing into the archers in the back line. And, yeah, GG. I liked his build, honestly. I think Glade Riders are really, really solid. But I think you do need to engage them. I think, like, sitting back for that long against double artillery is going to be... You need to punish the artillery and minimize its effectiveness by advancing earlier. So let's go ahead and summon some more rats here, some more ratlings. And do this. And Blades of Putrefaction right there. We can get these guys kind of chasing here. And we can get these guys here and these guys here. Great. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Thanks again for all of you guys for joining tonight, by the way. I really, really appreciate having you guys here. Yeah. We've got them. We got it good, I think. In the back, we can go ahead and start sending these guys up, but I think that's going to be army losses, so GG to my opponent. Yeah. Let's get a like spike. Smash that like button, guys. If you're enjoying the stream, make sure to smash that like button. Yeah. Cool, so as far as his build goes, Eternal Guards perform pretty well against Storm Vermin. I think that the key to success in this matchup, firstly, I wouldn't bring a Way Watcher. I think it's too expensive. I mean, you're paying 1,200 gold for something that's only going to really be good against Doom Wheels and Plague Furnaces, which I don't think are great in this matchup to begin with. And
so why don't you shout out Morgan Jäger? He had a really long day at work, and he is a fellow Swede, so...
Hey, Morgan. Shout out, brother. Welcome to the party.
Oh, he's a faithful guest of the party already.
Good. But Way Watchers, I would definitely not recommend. Glade Guards with the Starfire Shafts aren't bad because the magic damage is going to circumvent the physical resist of Skaven troops. So if you're going to go with these, just bring two. More heavily invest in the Glade Riders with the Hagbane Tips, a couple groups of Wild Riders. I would completely cut the Hawk Riders because their skirmish is going to be okay, but their AP damage I think is one of their really good niches. Granted, it's pretty good for sniping Skaven casters if they don't have good ground units, but I think you need to be a little bit more aggressive. Mix War Dancers, Dryads, and Eternal Guards and have a diversified front line. And from there you can really counter whatever's sent your way. Whereas his Eternal Guard was just kind of countered by my build. And yeah.
And there, just like that, you made the poor man faint.
Oh man, cool. Yeah guys, so we're going to do one or two more battles. So we're going to do Volkmar's Crusade.
Oh, I have the killer onion kind of spicy fried breath right now.
Yeah, that's good. I'm jealous. I can't wait to try some. Yeah, Morgan, glad to hear, dude. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed the stream. It looks like we were able to stabilize after our first catastrophe of the stream. Where like the potato crashed after like 5 minutes.
It's fine.
So Way Watchers are good in very niche situations. Against Horde factions like Skaven, who are going to be swarming you, they're very inefficient. They're meant at taking out armored elite targets.
Oh, I didn't realize that, D-Bison. Damn. I actually did not realize that. That's Steven. D-Bison is Steven. Did you know that? No, you didn't.
Treachery.
I didn't know either.
Its treachery is afoot. Now we know.
Darren, how do you feel in War Dancer versus Plague Monk?
I think you should bring them. I think you should. Oh man, Dwarves. Oh, Dwarves against Volkmar's Crusade. Alright, whatever. Volkmar doesn't back down from any foe. So he's gonna go crusading on the Dwarves.
Cześć Turin I Lady Turin, jak wam święta minęły?
I'll take it.
Fantastycznie. Było bardzo miło I przyjemnie. Turin obżarł się jak mały prosiaczek.
I have no idea what's happening.
And that was the treat for the Polish viewers. Cheers.
She talking smack? A little letting the hate flow. So guys, I don't know. Volkmar's crusade is going to struggle, guys, against the dwarves. We're probably going to lose this, but we're going to try it because we're patriots of the people. I think we need a witch hunter too.
We need some goblin action, a full frontal sneaky assault. Because only the goblins are capable of pulling off frontal assault, being sneaky at the same time. So Ron, Saturn, I did. Well, thank you.
Hey, that boy.
That's just a matter of the webcam being blurry.
Oh man, this is going to be the most haggard build of the ages.
That boy, what up? Hey you, we haven't seen you in quite a time. Burn them.
Well, we're using a witch hunter. In order to get the Kindle Flame proc, I want to bring one more spell, but I feel like all these spells are pretty terrible against the dwarves. I mean, the Flaming Sword of Moon is going to be magic damage, which is then going to, you know, it's so haggard.
So Anthony asks, what are your favorite builds to do with Empire? Because he only recently started playing them, and they are tons of fun.
Empire's really fun. I mean, okay, just a disclaimer, what I'm doing is not good. It's not like a good build against the dwarves. But we're doing a bit of a themed crusade build right now to try and have some shenanigans. So we got, you know, we're bringing some AP, so we have a decent chance in that respect. I kind of want to bring Outriders instead of the Zentler's Reichsguard. Well, Zentler's Reichsguard are a really cool unit. And we have a Witch Hunter. We're literally going to be accusing dwarves of heresy, which is pretty ridiculous if you ask me. Oh man, this is so janky. Oh no, I mean, you can go Chaos or Beastman and just run the dwarves over pretty easily. So, hey man, prepare yourself.
An angry pleb. I like that name.
Yeah, he's awesome. So we're going to be trying something a little bit different. We probably need some guns, right? I think we need at least a Sterling's Revenge. So let's cut these guys. We're going to have a very, very thin infantry line. So Sterling's Revenge, we're going to get them and see if we can get sneaky-like. And you know what? Who cares? I don't even care anymore, guys. We might as well be auto-generating with this army. Yes, I am a lucky man. Yes, I am.
I just said I never get angry with you. They believe me.
They believe you, yeah. Treachery.
No, when I get angry, I mean, I don't start to talk in Polish, do I? No, I just occasionally, I think I just
You just get quiet.
Well, throwing you into the basement.
Yeah.
I just do it quietly.
Too much
Lady Train is preparing for the roleplay. Also, will there be a subscriber battles today? No. He says no. Yeah. Hi, Turin and Lady Turin. Happy New Year from Madrid. Thank you. Same goes to you.
See you, Bubba Brooks. Have fun at work, man. And I will have a safe flight on the Polish Airlines. Fear not.
Lady Turin reminds me of Helga Katrina from that Disney movie.
You have to look it up on your phone?
I'm looking it up right now. Helga Katrina?
So guys, this is going to be...
Different.
This might actually be the first time on the channel in which we actually crusade against the Dawi. Like a Volkmar crusade against the dwarves, which feels terrible in terms of like the aesthetics of it. I know, I forgot Hammer the Witches. That could have been pretty fun, actually.
When Lady Turin gets angry, Turin hides in the closet. The bathroom, actually.
All right, so we're going to line up our infantry. They're just going to march, and you know the crusade marches forward. We're going to have some Haggard Vanguard ambushes from the forest. It's going to be really fun, including the Zentler's Reichsguard. And a lot of people don't know they can actually Vanguard, which is hilarious. Volkmar, he's going to be sitting here. Bright Wizard, and can the Witch Hunter Vanguard? He can't. That's too bad. Okay.
So Helga Katrina was in Atlantis. That's one of the few Disney movies that I haven't watched, but it looks like it's from the good old times when Disney actually wasn't consisting of Hannah Montana and whatnot.
Turin betrayed his people. No, guys, no.
Turin, roll up a wet towel and dab it with the clean laundry. I told him you'd do that.
This is like for any of you guys that are... Wait, I missed that part of the chat. I'm out of the loop. For any of you guys that are like... I feel like Empire and Dwarves are... I mean, from what I've read in lore, Empire and Dwarves are pretty good allies. Like, I don't think they fight terribly often, so... But yeah, I mean, this ability is pretty good. Melee defense and AP, so that'll be good on pretty much all of our troops. And okay, so he's got some shenanigans afoot, which is going to be a lot of fun. So let's actually get a bit of a charge here. Oh man, we were taking a ton of damage out of the gates. So the Crusade is going to march forth and just bash on these miners. Hopefully we can get in there before things get too crazy. And the Witch Hunter we can pull in. Volkmar is going to lead the charge on his Pimp Chariot. We do get in there pretty good like. So let's go ahead and pull our guns around the flanks. The Zentler's Reichsguard are going to splash into those Bugman's Rangers, which is going to be great. Let's go ahead and pop this. And oh, Volkmar is taking so much damage. Get in there with your Pimp Chariot. Okay, and the Witch Hunters, we want them to be going after the flying shenanigans. And oh yeah, we just get a fat erect charge right there on those Bugman's Rangers. So we just want to charge like straight through. Although we don't want to get caught by the Slayer, so maybe we pull through the front. So Volkmar is taking a bit of fire. We're going to kind of pull him through, and these Knights of the Burning Sun, or Blazing Sun, excuse me, we can go ahead and just kind of keep cycle charging, doing our thing. And our missile units are going to be getting a pretty good little ambush here in the back, which is nice. And it looks like we're actually able to cleave him in the front line there, which is solid. So our Knights, let's see if we can sneak them through. Our Witch Hunter is getting, you know, kited a little bit. He's having some problems, but let's see if we can pull our Knights back through. And let's actually go ahead and use a bombardment right there on those Bugman's Rangers. So Volkmar's Pimp Wagon is riding through. We're going to go ahead and use these buffs to kind of make things a little bit better for us. We'll kind of keep kiting back with those troops, and these Reichsguard can go ahead and jump on those miners on the far side. And yeah, the Crusade's actually not doing badly here. So we've had some weird games today. We are getting a good ambush in the back against the Bugman's Rangers. Let's kind of keep Volkmar cycling and doing his pimp thing. And yeah, the Crusade's just running down these guys pretty hard. Volkmar's not going quietly into the good night. Oh, it's time to be banished to the Shadow Realm. So let's go ahead and pull back. Oh yes, banishment. Volkmar's banishment. That actually wrecked those guys, man. That was solid. And our guys in the back got a pretty good little jump, which was good. Definitely not going to complain. Great swords are performing. And our Witch Hunter, we need to go get him over here, actually going after the Thane. Let's accuse him of some heresy. That'd be nice and fun. And the Reichsguard should be able to polish off these miners. Miners have like horrid combat stats, so balance power is pretty good for us right now. I would say it's relatively even. He was able to take out our caster. Looks like I got a little bit overzealous and let him sit in the front line for too long. Let's actually shoot these guys here. These guys can kind of keep shooting at Grombrindle, the White Dwarf. And in the meantime, our Pimp Card's just going to ride around and get nice and dirty. So we'll get these guys kind of pushing back here. And 17 Dragonback Slayer is probably worth finishing. I think our caster might come back. Our Witch Hunter's not doing as much damage as I thought he would. And we do have some Cav who can go polish those guys off. So we get the Great Swords going here. Oh yes, the Battle of Battles, Volkmar. Look at him on his chariot. Just doing some heavy lifting. So these Knights of the Pimp Chariot's always great. So let's get these Knights of the Blazing Sun smashing into the back here. We're going to get the Great Swords going. We don't have Volkmar to fight Gromby. That's definitely not a good engagement for us. And these Reichsguard are having, yeah, the Witch Hunter should be able to kite that guy into the Shadow Realm. This is pretty good. So we are just kind of cleaning up the flanks a little bit. And yeah, we'll just kind of keep kiting while, you know, Grombrindle takes fire and just keep running through these Bugman's Rangers. And get these guys going here. And the Witch Hunter can just kite this guy, yeah, pretty much until the end of times. Until the final sun sets. 3 Dragonback Slayers left. I'd say I think we got this battle. Gromby's taking a bit of work. Let's actually just keep kiting him. And oh man, but he got some really good bombs on our free company. So let's actually just go here with our great swords and surround Grombrindle. And hopefully we can do some work. These guys can go here. These guys can go here. And oh, it's actually a much closer fight than I thought. But we are getting some good kiting here against this Thane, who is taking a bit of work. But let's actually go finish off those Bugman's Rangers. The Great Swords can just keep working on Gromby. I'm afraid of bombs though, so I don't think I want to like bunch up too much. Yeah, and these are, oh, Norgobling's Ironbreakers. Those guys are going to be nasty. So I think Volkmar is going to have to get a really good banishment on those guys to kind of, you know, ensure everything goes well. And he really dumped on our free company militia somehow. Yeah, that was heavy duty. Let's get our Cav, go over there. The Cav can probably finish off those Bugman's Rangers, no problem. And yeah, the Great Swords are doing it. His artillery is doing very well though against us. I'm surprised. Bounce power is pretty even for the most part. Let's get these guns kind of going here. These Cav are able to finish those guys off, so let's pull them back here, see if they can do anything. We do have Accusation, so we're going to go ahead and use that on the Thane just to make sure he kind of stays off the battlefield. And yeah, we don't have too much left here, but his Rangers are not in the best of shape. Yeah, and we still have a Witch Hunter who has pretty good AP himself, so let's just kind of get those Norgomling's Ironbreakers. We need to get a really good banishment. Man, this, I don't know, I guess our front line collapsed a lot. The White Dwarf is relentless. But I think with the Witch Hunter, we might be able to do some pretty good work. So let's go ahead and just get Volkmar engaging here to kind of lock things down for a moment. We'll go ahead and pop some of his abilities here. And just kind of keep shooting. Yeah, what does he have here? The White Dwarf's relatively low, but we need to finish off that guy in the back. Let's pull the Cav here. Just kind of keep shooting those gyrocopters, and we have a very heavy like Cav contingent coming in, so I think we pull Volkmar back. And then when the Cav get there, we can like re-engage. So the Thane is so freaking low. He has like no HP left. This is going to be a ferocious one. So let's pull those Cav into the forest. 29 Knights of the Blazing Sun coming in is going to be very strong. He is going to run out of ammo relatively soon. So let's just finish off his supporting troops and just keep this Witch Hunter, you know, shooting at the Thane, who is at 9 HP. So yeah, we don't want to waste any more ammo. Right now we can just fight Gromby. So yeah, we'll fight Grombrindle. We can fight him for now and get the, oh, that's fine. Yeah, if the Gyrocopters want to fight against my Knights in melee, I'm all for that. Okay, great. So let's pull him back, see what else is going on over here. We do have some Reichsguard who are back, so let's see if they can slam into those guys. And oh, nice little blasting charge play for sure, but hopefully we can kind of take that out. This guy can keep shooting here. Let's actually, I need to get that ban. The only way we can pull this out, I think, is if we get a good banishment on those Norgomling's Ironbreakers. No, Dwarfs don't need a nerf. I mean, the build I brought was terrible against them, but it's just a fun Crusade build. So Accusation's coming up relatively soon, so let's pull these guys back here. And I think we got to wait on the banishment. Yeah, I think we gotta wait. So we're gonna pop this to kind of cover them as they escape. We get those cav into those Bugman's Rangers, which is a really, really nice catch. And honestly, the Witch Hunter, I think, is gonna be our saving grace, because we can just wear Grombrindle down and just like use our chariot to, you know, get some fun times for all. Let's finish off these miners. I think actually we want to get a charge. That's the more important thing. So great. Let's charge back into these guys. Do I use the banishment here? They are pretty clumped up, so no, I think we wait. We have to wait for that very like clutch moment. So we do have accusations. Let's go ahead and pop that on him. The Knights can go ahead and just chase those Bugman's Rangers off the battlefield. Knights of the Blazing Sun are, yeah, doing pretty good. Now we can charge into these guys and polish them off. Volkmar is actually doing pretty well for us. So we have them bunched really hard. So can we get this? Oh man, we can't quite get that like good engagement we want. The Witch Hunter is being hunted. So yeah, hopefully we can kind of run him over here and get that accusation on Gromby. We really, really need that. That's going to be huge for like whittling down his HP. So that's why we're dragging him a little bit closer. Knights of the Blazing Sun, we're able to finish off those miners, which is good. So now we can get a charge here. Let's get the Greatswords back in. We have some cav coming in as well. So that Witch Hunter did get that accusation off on Grombrindle, which is going to be huge. So now Volkmar can kind of assist. And the Witch Hunter can actually fight while he's running, which is really good. So what else do we have? Yeah, here comes just the... Oh, he actually braced. So yeah, we're just gonna pull back here. We don't want to like commit to that too heavily. So Volkmar is actually able to kill these things. Man. Oh man, heck yeah, here it comes. You guys ready for this? Banishment of the gods! It is time! Oh, he noticed. No. Okay, we still got, that was decent. And yeah, from here I think we're okay. Because Volkmar can just kind of finish these guys off. We can rear charge them. And the Witch Hunter, I'm actually really happy with the Witch Hunter's performance this game. He's been pretty incredible. So let's just kind of do some pincer charges, just get a little bit hog wild up in here. But we don't want to commit to the charges for too long, so we're going to pull the Reiksguard back. We can always leave Volkmar fighting. That's like totally cool. But we don't want to like leave the other troops like in sustained combat here. So Witch Hunter, he's just going to be using accusation. Nice little charge we got there. Volkmar on the Pimp Chariot, he's going to make pretty quick work of these Ironbreakers. Not quick, but by Ironbreaker standards, it'll be relatively quick. So we got 14 Greatswords. Let's pull those guys back in. And honestly, we're just going to kill Grombrindle with an accusation, I think. Oh, and it looks like he was actually able to get back in the fight here. So we need to come over here and make sure this Witch Hunter doesn't die. So let's pull some cav over there to kind of assist. Yeah, that's pretty important. But I think the Witch Hunter should be able to beat these gyros in melee. He should be able to. Yeah, it's quite a... Sigmar does will this, guys. So this is probably the last battle of the stream. My hand's a little bit sore. So we're going to... At least we're ending on a glorious note.
Guys, convince him to do some subscriber cockfight.
All right. So we're going to keep engaging, guys.
I'll massage you.
I need the dumplings. I need them.
I'll hand feed you.
No,
Just keep going.
Okay, so one more accusation right here on Grombrindle. We're actually out of ammo, but Volkmar's Pimp Cart should be able to take those guys out. Here comes this accusation. We'll get some charges from a few different angles. Run through here, and we can, pop some of these buffs right here, which is going to be good. He might come in again, but that's fine. We have the cav kind of waiting for him, so let's go ahead and get these guys. This has been a great battle so far. Really, really close fight. So, I know, isn't this a good one? Yeah. Volkmar needs to pull back, though. The only way he could win is if he's able to kill Volkmar, and then I have army losses issues. But we do get the cav on those gyros in the back, so let's just kind of keep charging, just keep running Volkmar on his pimp wagon, see if he can, get out and away. And good, so we're able to kind of buckle those guys. So let's get the Witch Hunter. Yeah, I think we need to just be really safe and wait for that accusation. So those cav charges are eventually going to add up on those Ironbreakers, which is good. As long as it knocks over Grombrindle, that's always a good thing. So the Witch Hunter, we're just going to kind of keep him back, hanging out. Yes. Lady Turn is providing Overwatch on the stream.
I should feed you kielbasa right now.
Kielbasa is the ultimate fuel. So the Witch Hunter, we can go ahead and pull him in and have him help right here. We can just start attacking Gromby. I think that's okay. We can get another charge with our cav, see if we can, knock over some of these guys. But hopefully these two together can kill Grombrindle. Ultimately the safest play would be to kind of wait and just, so let's actually just pull back to be safe. Because we need to get that accusation, which will finish him off, and then from there the Norgrimling's Ironbreaker should be able to go down. And we want to rally some of our cav so we can at least get another, charge or two. So let's go ahead and degroup them. We do have some cav back. Man, these Cylinders Reiksguard are just patriots, just going to the bitter end. So accusation's coming up in 29 seconds. So we need to make sure he gets away. I'm not sure why he's running that direction, which is a little bit buggy looking. Oh no, if I lose this guy, I might lose the game. Oh no, get away. Volkmar coming in on the Pimp Chariot. Oh yeah, glorious. So the Witch Hunter should be a little bit faster than Volkmar. So let's get the Knights of the Blazing Sun to make sure he lives. We need to get away. Oh no, Gromby. And we can just leave Volkmar fighting the Ironbreakers here. We'll position him. Let's see if we can get a charge actually, knock him over. That'd be really good. All right, so let's go ahead and use the accusation. We're gonna use that, and that should be enough to seal the deal. Gromby's going down. Yeah, he's wavering now. He should go down. That accusation does quite a bit of damage, so. Yeah, Grombrindle's broken, which is great. So now we should be able to just chase him off the battlefield. I think so. Accusation's still ticking. He has 198 HP. We got some cav back too, which is really nice. So she's shattered due to army losses, which is good. Ironbreakers are doing it. That's it. Oh my goodness.
All right, so first of all, we have a Polish fan here who first wanted to tell you that you're doing a great job.
Thank you, man.
Kindly asked for translation, and now.
Hey, Adam, thank you, man, for the donation. Really appreciate it, dude.
So there is a. He says that. Well, we have a championship in Warhammer Total War in Poland right now.
Yeah.
And now they're heading for the grand finale, which will take place on January 8th at 8. I guess our time. And the question is, would you like to comment it?
Yeah, I would be down. So if I did get the email actually, I think it was a Steam message or an email, but I was on the road so I couldn't respond. But I'd love to cast it for sure, and I'll be back in the States on January 5th technically. So from there I could cast it and have the whole setup, the green screen and the good microphone and everything. So we'll have them email me again just to remind me of that. That would be perfect. And Anna, if you could tell them in Polish maybe to email.
What?
Just to have them email me the details again and the time and the date and everything.
Well, alright. Szemblok, jeżeli nie zrozumiałeś, to jest prośba do Ciebie, ażebyś wysłał maila ze szczegółami. Jeżeli Ci ciężko po angielsku, to się nie przejmuj, wyślij go po polsku i ja przetłumaczę tej pierdółce mojemu małemu misiowi.
Dobrze. That's all I have to say. But yeah, Anthony or Adam, big thank you for the donation. Probably just going to take it easy. It's the last night here, so I just want to kind of relax with Anna for a bit. And yeah, guys, that's going to be it for the stream. Also, we have a donation from Mr. Lil Jessen. You donated earlier in the stream through PayPal directly, so it didn't pop up on the stream. But again, if you're still here, big thanks for that. Seriously, it means a lot. So
Frank is asking who is in your next best of 5.
Well, Gabo King, I would love to have you in our next best of 5. So you pick someone from that you'd like to battle, and we shall make it so. You could battle God of Gabos versus the Gabo King. If you guys want to get hyped for that, we'd love to see.
What did you say, Pone? What did you say?
Is Pone talking smack?
I'm spanking you so hard. I hope you're back at home because
Vengeance.
You and Frank are going to get destroyed in a few minutes.
Yeah, thank you guys for joining tonight. I really appreciate it.
Perrus, dziękuję bardzo. I got a compliment in Polish.
Nice.
Let the lady play. Armando! How was it? Estu brutu contra me? Or
I don't know what that means.
Damn, I had Latin so long ago at school. Please correct me, but generally what I meant, Armando, you traitor.
Oh yeah, Zablaski, actually. He was the Wood Elf player I played on stream. He's really good. That would be a good best of 5. Him and Gabo. That would be really good.
Szymblok, adres to nscolari@gmail.com. Jest w zakładce informacje.
Yes.
Chyba na kanale.
How can the God of Gabos battle himself? So Zablaski, God of Gabos, Gabo King, Dov. We'll get you guys. We'll be having a bunch of best of 5s when I get back. So you guys can definitely count on that. If one of you guys could actually in chat, one of you guys give a link to the Discord channel, Zablaski. If you could join up in there, that's where we organize everything. So if someone could get him a link, that would be excellent.
Yeah, thanks, Pontiff. Anybody can challenge me to play. Hey, Armando, there will be no playing. We're just going to... Turin is going to hold you, and I'm just gonna pull hair from your horrible mustache one by one.
Yeah, it was a good time. But yeah, hey Anthony, thank you again for the donations, and that's gonna be it for tonight, guys. You got any closing words for the people?
Thanks for help, Misha. So did you know Misha actually speaks like 5 or 6 languages?
It's cool.
That's insane.
Americans usually speak one, so anything's impressive beyond one.
Yeah, Misha is truly my cat. All right, well, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, that's it.
That's about it.
That's all she wrote, folks. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining. So this is going to be the last stream from Poland. Unfortunately, I have to go back tomorrow, which is rough. But Anna's going to be probably out in California. February is probably what we're looking at. So we're going to be doing all kinds of shenanigans. We'll be streaming horror. We're actually going to be starting a second YouTube channel for like horror games and horror movie reviews and things. That's kind of her big thing. So
Yes, yes, I'm a horror junkie, so I'm thinking about Let's Plays, about streams, reviews. I don't know. You guys let me know. Whoever is interested in horror industry, let me know what you would like to see because I'm planning to take that murky player down.
It's going to be great. And we'll make sure to let you guys know all the details and everything. But just things coming up on the horizon for the channel. Best of fives, there's going to be a couple when I get back, probably the first few days. And then as soon as that's going, we're going to probably have a small 8-man tournament just to warm up for the bigger tournament. So in the next 3 weeks, there will be an 8-man tournament on the channel. I'll be casting the entire thing. It's going to be, initial rounds will be best of 3s with a best of 5 finals. And then there's going to be a large 14-man tournament that Italian Spartacus and I are going to be casting together.
Basically a sausage party.
Yeah, sausage party for sure. So there's all kinds of good stuff. And Let's Paint stream. Yeah, I'll do some 40K streaming. And yeah, battle reports too. Italian Spartacus, once we play a couple games and freshen up on the 8th edition rules for Warhammer 40K, we'll be streaming my Death Guard facing off against his Blood Angels. So it'll be fun.
Says Turin Let's Paint stream. Oh my goodness. I mean, that would be a pretty long and tedious stream.
It's like I take hours to paint like a single miniature. It's horrible, except for the Poxwalkers. They're really quick and easy to paint. But guys,
Party sausage.
Italian
Ryan, you're a sausage.
Italian Spartacus is awesome. Hey, Sergio, thank you for the donation, man. Hopefully you enjoyed the crusade. Yeah, no, I'm going to go eat some kielbasa and just relax for a bit with love of my life over here. And that's going to be it, guys. So thanks again for joining, and hope you all have an excellent night. Take care, guys. Cheers.